Hey there! Welcome to Seeing Beauty with Sandy. I'm so glad you stopped by. Today, we're in my kitchen because we're going to do something really fun. You know, at Seeing Beauty, what we try to focus on is all the beauty in our lives that we don't always take time to notice. And sometimes there's beauty that we make happen. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Is the beauty of gathering friends together. I don't know about you, but every time I do that, I'm just so happy afterwards. We just enjoy each other so much. I'm like, that was a little bit of work, but I'm so glad I did that. And you just never really know what's going to happen. One that we had at a dinner, all of a sudden everybody around the table started singing the Mickey Mouse Club song. Who knew? But it was so much fun, and it made me want to have them over again. So today I'm going to give you some ideas. In these days of busy schedules and tight budgets, I'm going to give you some ideas of having a gathering that's not too hard to do, that you would listen and say, I can do that. In fact, I will do that. And then Suzanne's going to share her special recipe. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about that before I tell you my ideas, because when you find out what's in it, you won't be able to think about anything else. But I'll give you a little hint. It has the 2 C's we like, chocolate and coffee. So you just put that in the back of your mind, and then we're going to talk about your gathering. The first thing you need to do with your gathering, and this is quite honestly probably the hardest thing you'll have to do, is invite some people and see who's actually coming. That's the hardest thing, but just really encourage people. Just say, you know what, I want to get a lot of us together for an evening. I need to know by Wednesday or Thursday if you can come. So you get them all together, and then you say, well, what am I going to feed them? And you're thinking, I don't ever do these things because just the idea of serving a meal to a lot of my friends is a little overwhelming. It's overwhelming to my budget. It's overwhelming to my schedule. Well, what I'm suggesting here is you have a really special beverage and then maybe an extra if there's something about special that people can't tolerate. Maybe you just have some ginger ale on hand, just in case. And in case somebody can't eat chocolate or can't have caffeine, you have those 2 things ready, and then ask your friends to bring something simple. If it's the holidays, you can ask them to bring a dozen Christmas cookies. Or if it's not the holidays, you can ask them to bring finger food, a dessert. That would be an over-the-top sugar evening. And just whatever seems good to you that you think would be comfortable for your friends. So you may be saying, well, how are they gonna know that I didn't invite them for dinner? Well, you can do that by the time of day you choose. If you invite them to come at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday or a Sunday, they pretty much know it's not dinner. And especially if you say come from 3 till 5, they'll know it's not going to be dinner. And in the evening, you could say come from 7:30 to 9 or 9:30. They know that generally the dinner hour is 6 o'clock. So those worries are out of the way. So now, what do you do when they get here? Now, if you want a little bit of help on how to welcome people, you can refer back to my video on hospitality, which tells you how to welcome people into your house. But now that they're in the house, I want to suggest to you that you can play a really fun icebreaker game. And I've never seen it fail to connect people and get them talking. And this is how it works. About a week before your get-together, you text your friends and say, please secretly send me a text about something in your history that people don't know about. Now, we're not talking about dark secrets, by the way. We're talking about, well, when I was asked, I said, I rode an elephant one time. And then somebody else might say, I won a fishing contest, or I love rodeos, Or when I was a teenager, I had a ski boat of all my own because I live near the water. Those kind of fun and surprising things that people don't know about each other. And you make the list, but don't put people's name by it, and then print it, hand it out after your guests get there, and tell them that they need to find out who goes with what's on the list. But now here's one important thing. Like, let's pretend Suzanne, I asked her what she would like to share, and she said that she was a teacher. Well, if I'm playing this game, I can't go up to Suzanne and say, who are you and where are you on the list? That's not fair. You can't do that. What I would have to say to her, are you the one who likes to fish? Are you the one who likes rodeos? Are you the one who's ridden an elephant? I have to ask her all those questions until I get to the one on the list that says, are you a teacher? And she says, yes. And they write down her name. And the first one who gets through wins the game. So you might have a little prize on hand, maybe a little wrapped box of candy or something like that. But by that time, your group is going to be warmed up. And you may not have to do anything else to keep them talking and enjoying each other. But if you still feel like you need a little help, there are other parlor games you can find online, and we have found in the past those can be a lot of fun. So now we're going to let Suzanne show you how to make her special recipe.
All right. Today we're going to be making a chocolate coffee delight. Just as Sandy shared earlier, two of our favorite things here. We've got coffee and we have chocolate. We also have ice cream. So this is a delightful drink for any type of gathering with your family and friends, a baby shower, a ladies gathering. It's just so much fun to make. It's simple to make. It's delicious to drink. So let me get started. We have 6 simple ingredients, 6 simple things we need. The first thing you need to make your chocolate coffee delight is 12 cups of extra strong decaf coffee. Now I chose decaf coffee because depending on the time of the day and my guest, they may not prefer the extra added caffeine in the drink. So I make the 12 cups of extra strong decaf coffee. Once that has been made, I personally like to take it from the carafe and pour it into a large pan on my stove to just kind of keep it warm. So I take that 12 cups, pour it into the pan, and then I add 1 cup of sugar to the coffee. Go ahead and stir that in so that it dissolves. The sugar dissolves really well while the coffee is warm. Now, after the sugar has been added, I take 6 ounces of yummy chocolate goodness and I pour that into the pan as well. So stir that after you pour your chocolate in, again, so that it dissolves well. And then last but not least, 2 tablespoons of vanilla flavoring. Once the vanilla flavoring has been added, I stir all of that, make sure everything has been able to mix well together, and set that aside to cool. Once it has cooled down, I either take my pan, put a lid on it, and stick it into my refrigerator, or I pour it into a container. We made this last night ahead of time and refrigerated it, so I went ahead and poured it into this container for today. Okay, now that I have my coffee mixture ready, I then, in my punch bowl, I have chosen a rather large punch bowl for today so that I can easily mix everything together. You may prefer a plastic punch bowl. You may prefer a tall decorative canister to put your punch or your coffee delight in. So I have gone ahead and placed my 3 quarts of vanilla ice cream in my bowl. Just for ease, and time to save time. So 3 quarts of vanilla ice cream are already in my bowl. Now I'm going to take my coffee mixture and I am going to pour that over the vanilla ice cream. I just kind of like to pour it around the edge. Kind of creates a floating island of ice cream. Oh, I smell the chocolate and the coffee. It smells so
Wonderful.
good. Okay, I see a little bit of my chocolate has settled at the bottom. I'm going to give that a little bit of swirl because I want all of my chocolate goodness in the bowl. Pour that in. Beautiful. And then I'm just going to gently fold in a little bit of the ice cream around the edges. I'm not going to try to stir everything down because as the ice cream melts, it disperses throughout the bowl. And to be honest, I have known my guests to love to get a big old scoop of the ice cream in their cup with their chocolate coffee delight.
I'm good.
Okay, we're almost done. Last but not least, we have our milk. We have 3 quarts of milk. We've already measured it out into the containers. This one's not full. So we are going to add 3 quarts of cold milk to our chocolate coffee delight. Okay, I'm done with that one. We're gonna add this one. Gotta pour a little slowly here. We don't want anything to splash out.
That looks so good.
It is good. I can't wait for us to sample a cup.
I'm glad it makes a lot.
Yes, it does. That is the wonderful thing about this drink. It does make a lot. So there have been times where I have had gatherings where we have run out of all of this. It has
my
come
goodness.
so quickly and had to move on to a different drink of choice for the rest of the evening. All right, so we've got our milk added in, and I just want to slowly around the edges stir this in. I may just kind of try to break up a little bit of the ice cream. It's not necessary. It does look pretty when it is all together, and it does melt. This is what keeps it cold. So if you do have a gathering that's going for an hour, this is going to stay cold. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that milk in. Just want to get that yummy goodness mixed in.
It looks yummy.
So creamy on top. Now, although this is a cold drink, you can serve it warm if you would like. It's like a delicious, creamy goodness. So you can serve it cold, you can serve it hot, your preference. Okay, you think we should sample a little bit of this chocolate coffee delight?
I can't wait.
I can't either. Okay.
If you don't want me to stick my finger in it.
You can if you'd like.
All right.
Okay.
No, really.
Let's pour some of this up. I'm gonna scoop down to the bottom, get a little bit of my coffee in there. Oh my goodness, this looks delicious. Okay, my ladle's gonna slide down in there. I'm gonna wipe this off a little bit here. Okay, this is for you. Okay, and I think I'm gonna try a little bit as well. Why not? This
Looks so wonderful.
It is absolutely delicious.
It
will
looks like
not.
a party in a bowl.
It does, and you will not regret making it. I promise you will not regret making this. Okay, let's
Don't
try.
make me wait any longer.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Here we go. Oh,
Wow.
that is delicious.
Yum and triple yum.
Yum and triple yum. I agree. It's delicious.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you, Suzanne.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Do I have ice cream on my face?
No, you don't. But you do in your cup.
Well, that's just a risk of enjoying it.
Yes.
So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you'll enjoy making this special drink. And until I see you the next time, I hope the wheels in your head are just turning. When can I have my gathering? Who do I want to ask over? So also, I hope you'll be watching for all the beauty around you. And remember, it's not just what you can see, feel, and know. You can make some beauty. Thanks so much for coming. Bye.